Oh, dang it. I do that. I did. Shit. Okay. Hi, guys. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey.
Hey, Cheyenne.
Hi.
Oh, don't you look cute with all that red lipstick? I don't have to go get me some. Okay, where's everybody? Marty
They're
coming?
coming. Marty might be
Okay.
a few minutes late. He's rushing home from work.
Oh, okay. You wanna do 7:30?
No, I think it'll be okay.
What about Leslie?
Leslie's under the weather. I don't think she's going to join us tonight.
Oh, she not? Okay. Okay, that's cool. Where's my thing for you guys? What'd you guys do today? We got one person in here. I was trying to wait and let people get in here.
I watched my niece play softball.
Oh, nice. I went to a birthday party.
Who went to a birthday party?
Me. For my neighbor.
Oh, nice. What is today? Today is Sunday. Okay, yeah. Oh, Marty had to work today?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn off my phones because I've been told about
Hey, Mums and More.
Hey.
You see them?
Yeah.
How do you see it?
Hey, Deborah. Hey,
Wait
Emily.
a minute.
I'm
How do
Wait,
you
I
I'm in the
can't see it
comments.
either. Oh, the
So if you'll
comments.
click on there's like 3 categories. There's
I
stage,
see there.
comments, chat. I went to
It says
comments.
what? How do I get it? So I mean
I
I
have
can
3.
see it. I just haven't had one where the people could see it before.
If you click the little chat button and click comments, you can see them all.
Private chat or comments?
Comments.
So I can see them, but you can see them too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just click the little chat button.
Oh, so you guys needed to click it yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Because when other people were on it, they were like, I can't see him. I can't see him. And I didn't know what to tell them to do. So, all right, cool. Well, then let's get started since we know Marty's going to be late and let's do it. So, welcome to the Mo Wars channel. We've got Glitterati today. And Sherry, why don't you start and introduce yourself and then bring Cheyenne and Amber up and you guys can tell me your name, your business name, how long you've been making mums. Like you could mention like your biggest school or area that you do or something like that if you want. So let's start, Sherry. Oh, there's Marty.
Okay.
Country Dad is right there. Wait a minute. He just waiting. Okay. We was talking. I was going to talk about you. He wasn't
Marty!
even here. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
I'm
Sherry.
Sherry Clander with Clander's Mums and Gifts. I am located in Temple, Texas. My 2 biggest schools are Savio in Austin and the Gatesville Hornets. But I ship all over, so um, my stuff can be found, a little here, a little there. I have a good time.
Okay. How long you been making mums?
I have been officially making mums. This will be my 4th season.
Okay. Okay. Amber, let's go with you.
I'm Amber Stanley. I'm the owner of Amber's Mums and More here in Whitesboro. Whitesboro is my biggest school. However, I did ship to 5 states last year. And
Okay.
this is
What
my 4th
states?
year making
Wait, states.
I
What states? That's important to me because I've been talking about that
Texas,
a lot.
Oklahoma, Kansas, Delaware, and Colorado.
Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Where in Colorado?
Denver.
Okay. All right. Cool. And I interrupted you before you finished. How long you've been making mums and all that?
This is my 4th year.
4th year. Oh, okay, maybe you did say that. Because the states thing always gets me because I'm like, oh, if somebody will say this, that. Delaware is pretty interesting though. That one's interesting. But okay, 4th year. All right, Cheyenne.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Morgan with Morgan Made Mums. This is my 6th season professionally making mums. I'm from New Braunfels, Texas, and my biggest school is actually where I used to live in Buda, and it's Johnson. But I ship all over. I do schools from San Antonio to Austin mostly.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And country dad Marty, what's up? Tell us
Hey,
about
how y'all
yourself.
doing?
Good.
My name is Marty Aquino. I've been making mums now. This is my 2nd year making mums. My biggest schools is Chaparral, Parker Heights, and Mart, Texas.
Okay. You said this is 2 years making mums for you, but now I just lost train of thought with the question I was getting ready to ask. Dang it. You said something and I was going to say something right after it and I didn't want to interrupt. See, that's why I interrupt because I'll forget like that quick. 2 years making mums. Oh, I'll get back to it. It was something. It was right on the tip of my tongue, but it was gone. So who's the new? Oh, that was it. Who's the newbie on your team?
That would be me.
So who was it? Like, and I already knew because of the number of years that they said, but I was like, oh, let me say it. And then Leslie's not here. And that's exactly what I was thinking. So that's funny. Hey, everybody, Kayla, all that stuff. Can you see the comments, Marty? Because they'll tell you how to get to it because I didn't even know.
No, I have no idea how to see comments.
They said
There's a box
Click on
that
the
says
little,
comments.
yeah. On the
And
bottom,
Kayla
it's like a
goes
little
in.
comment icon. If you click on it and then you click comments, you can see them all. Oh, hey, Mom.
Oh, I see that.
okay, she said, hey, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, Erica. Hey, Kayla.
Okay. So let's get into it. So Sherry, we'll start with you and then you can start to do it and then you can let the others answer whatever you don't, if you want them to follow up to some stuff. But so how did this team form? That's always the number one that we get started with.
Originally, I was actually asked to be on a different team, and I transparently was kind of wishy-washy about it. Like I wanted to do it, but it was kind of iffy. Mostly because I had a pending deployment coming, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to be here for it. So after the season, that team had already filled their team, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I put a post out for people that wanted to come and participate. And I actually ended up filling 3 teams for the event. And I honestly just went in order of how they responded to that post. And then based on how they responded is how I racked and stacked for my teams.
Oh, okay. And you didn't have to say you did 3 teams in here. I knew maybe I was getting to that.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So you got all these guys from a post. So all of these guys all answered you just simultaneously. So I'll say the 4 people here, including Leslie, they answered you first. So that's how they got on your team. And then the others were put on other teams because of the way they answered. Okay, that works. And then tell us about your team name. Who came up with it? What does it signify? Because I'm thinking glitter. I just don't know the rest of that glitterati thing. So let's go.
I had actually thrown out a couple of ideas. I think it was me anyway. And we kind of bounced them around. Gluminati, Glitterati.
Gluminati? I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like
so
glue,
I did some research on it. And
Okay.
Glitterati is actually an elite fashion group.
Okay.
So we ended up sticking with Glitterati. Like, we're elite, we're the best, and we know it kind of idea.
I kind of like Gluminati, though. That's kind of a good one. I was in that glue gun thing. That's why I was like glue gun girls, glue gun gang, something like that. That triple G, whatever. So, okay, that's cool. So, I'll get to Marty now since I have one specifically for you. Marty, being one of 2 males competing with 48 women, talk to us about this. You know, like we want to know your thoughts, your tips.
Oh, the drama.
I mean, like, tell us how you just thought you were the secret weapon, or how you could work to your team's advantage. Because I mean, like I said, there was only 2 of you guys, but
Yeah, you
go
always
ahead.
you always got to throw a guy into the mix because we can build fast, and we can. I don't know. For me, I can step back and look, and I like certain things a certain way, more like OCD.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely, it was 48 girls, but sheesh. Next time I know, bring that drama. I want to equal the energy.
So were you a secret weapon to them? Did you?
I think I could have done more. That was my
Okay.
biggest thing. I got caught up in the moment, and I don't know. I think I could have really done a lot more to help out. And being new, so I didn't know a lot. So that really hindered me.
Okay. And the whole thing was kind of new too. But were you? Did you know that you were just one guy at first, or when did you find out there was another guy?
When I seen the other guy when we was in the sales place, but
Oh,
it
so
didn't
you
really
didn't know
click.
about him prior to this, like
No,
prior to getting there?
no, I thought I was gonna be the only
That's
guy
funny.
there, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like more embarrassing than anything, just being a guy there with all these women. But when I
So when
got
you
there, I seen
saw him,
another
was it
guy.
like a sigh of relief, or like, oh, good, there's another one?
No, just more competition.
Oh, you felt he was more
I
competitive?
had to be better than him.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
can't
so
I
you
can't
had to
let
be
another
better
guy
than him,
outshine me.
not better than the rest of the women, just better than him.
No, I have to be better than the rest of the women as well. But that's already a proven fact.
Okay.
Even as a novice, I still can compete with those women in that room.
Okay, no, this was kind of like to all of you guys. If it was like so what I've heard a lot was that your crown was by far the most unique. I've heard that several times. Who came up with the design? Did y'all all easily agree on that design, or was there some creative conflict behind it? And was there a different way you guys were thinking of going before that came up? Because I mean, it is really unique. Cheyenne, you can start that one.
Okay. Well, honestly, I feel like when I picked the game, I was thinking, how can we really celebrate the game Uno?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the easiest thing you think of is a card. So I thought, okay, let's do a card. And I asked everybody and everybody said, yeah, that's a great idea. And then I
So you
thought,
came
well,
up
what
with the
if
cards.
I did?
Okay, the idea, I didn't pick you because I knew. I just was saying somebody talk about it. So you came up with the
Oh,
card
that's okay.
idea, and everybody
Yes.
jumped on board.
Yeah, and I think we were all pretty creatively together the whole time anyway. We all really liked each other's ideas. Almost everything we said we agreed with each other. I think we're all the same in that way. So it was pretty easy. We didn't really have any creative conflicts, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about it more. I was like, well, what more can we do? And so I thought, well, what about a little fan of cards? So I talked to Sherry about it, and then she came up with, okay, well, let's do the fan of cards, and then let's give it a nice ruffle border. And I said, that's going to look beautiful. Unfortunately, it didn't come out the way that we wanted it to, but
It
I
didn't.
really did like the concept. No, it was supposed to look like a card, but we didn't get our cutouts on it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
not the
So
card.
the bear
Oh,
wasn't
it
supposed
came
to
out
be
as
on there.
cards though, like for
Yeah, you
sure.
can tell
Okay.
it's cards, but I wanted it to be like Uno with our
Yeah.
name in the middle, like just flashy. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we didn't get it on there. But
Okay.
yeah. So
All right. Well, cool. Somebody said poor Marty in the estrogen ocean. That's crazy.
I think Marty fits right in.
And somebody
I
said
do.
love that crown, but yeah. um so there was no creative conflict about that. There wasn't another
No.
way that you guys had decided to go. That was kind of like the
Yeah.
first and only thought that came up, and then it was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there was never like a thought of a
As
single
far as far
Uno
as the
card.
shape,
Yeah. Yeah. As far as the shape, I mean, that was my initial thought, was just to do a single card. But then I said, in my head, I didn't say this out loud, but I thought, I don't feel like that's going to give us enough room.
Yeah.
So I said, what about a little fan? We can make it a little bit wider.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. I like that one too. That's a good answer. Now we're gonna have to get one over here for Amber. Nope, that one's not for you. I'll have to skip one. I'll start with Amber. Why did you choose to participate? Would you do it again? And if yes, would you make any team changes for yourself or strategy changes or anything? So there's like 4 questions in there. We can just get them all at once. But why did you choose to participate? Let's start with that one.
So I chose to participate in this, to grow my business more.
Yeah.
And also the fact that there's not a lot of people in our community that make mums.
Okay.
So I
Where
wanted
is Whitesboro so I can kind of in
almost Oklahoma.
Oklahoma on the, okay, I'm going to give this in terms of casinos, like on the Choctaw side or
WinStar.
on like the WinStar side.
WinStar.
So when you come up by that way and you're going to Whitesboro is by Gainesville?
Yes, it's actually east of Gainesville. It's in between Gainesville and Sherman.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I know where you are. So you have to take that Sherman exit to get over that way?
No,
Like
Gainesville.
there's like a take what?
It's Gainesville.
A Gainesville exit to get into the Sherman. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I know where to go.
Because I actually work at WinStar, so.
Wait a minute. I know you lying.
No,
Girl,
I'm
that
not.
is my
I work there.
that is my favorite place in the whole world. I went there last night.
I'm just always in an office.
Oh, you work in the office?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we went to go see Santana last night. But
Gotcha.
so you work like 9 to 5 type thing?
No, I work overnights.
You do? Girl, I'll be there in the nighttime. You're gonna have to
You'll
come
have
out
to
there.
hit me up the next time you're there.
Like Wednesday's my night, girl. Come out. I'll be over in the 360 lounge. Come out at about 2 a.m. I'll be over there on a Wednesday night for sure. So,
Okay.
But anyway, let's get back on topic. So you said you did it so you would grow your business.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it again?
I think if you would have asked me the week after Mum Wars, I probably would have said no. Okay. But I have since changed my mind on that. Okay. I would do it with these people again.
With these people for sure. So you wouldn't want to change anybody, and this is not like a mean thing, just like, oh, I kind of saw what it was, I saw this and that, kind of have a feel for what it is. This would be your people no matter what. I think we all worked really well with our strengths with each other. Okay. And would you chime in more about like some strategy changes or just go with how you guys all worked, you know? I'm with Marty on the fact that I feel like I could have done more myself. I got caught up in making loops and apparently snapped at Sherry in the middle of it. Were you making loops with a ribbon cutter, or you were just Marty was cutting the ribbon and I was making the loops? Okay. All right. What about you, Marty? That's the same question. Would you what made you choose to participate, and would you do it again?
With participating, it was Sherry reached out to me, and she was talking about Mum Wars, and I was like, "What is Mum Wars?" Try to figure that thing out. And at first, I was hesitant because I was going through a lot in my personal life at the time, and I was like, "I don't know if I really want to do this and be around all these people." But yeah, I would definitely do it again. And I love you, ladies, I do. But I want to come in with a full man team and dominate all you. Sherry's my mentor, but Sherry, one day I gotta beat you though.
Hey,
I gotta rise to the top.
Come on.
Okay, so you're gonna bring in all the guys, and then Sherry gonna keep her original team and have to replace you with somebody, and now the competition is gonna be between you two. Like, hey, I gotta beat Sherry. That's your goal.
We could sit next to them though, the table over.
Okay.
But we are coming for first place. Just let y'all know.
So the guy thing. So with an all guy thing, do you tell us a little bit about that? Like, what do you think that would do in terms of drama? I mean, that's what you said. Is it less, more, kind of in the middle? You guys gonna take jabs at the girls? What?
Us guys can bring the heat. We will bring the drama. We're
Really?
all about it. And I believe that get more men involved into this is a big thing.
Yeah.
And I see some really creative men with creating mums. And so just try to get them more open and more involved, because it's a girl's hobby.
Yeah.
It's a girl's business.
Yeah. I was excited that that there were guys. Like I wish there would have been a couple more, and I did want a male judge also. So Yeah, I get what you're saying too. Just to kind of bring it in there because it's really funny that men and people be like, oh, more so like gay men or whatever, but it's not. There are some straight men that also do
There
this
is.
too,
Yep.
and they're like, because men that I want to say are real particular about some things. And I want to say last season there was a dad on one of the groups, but he was saying that he'd been making the mums for his kids because I guess their mom had passed or whatever, but the girl was talking about it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So he got into it maybe to, replace a mom's thing or, what they would have did as a
Absolutely.
parent. But so that's cool. Well, I'm glad to know that you would do it again. And then you said you would make the team changes. And so what would y'all's strategy be as an all male team?
We would. So that's a hard one.
So would you be captain and you would pull these guys in because you know some guys, or you're just like saying I would hope to do something like that?
No, even if I wasn't captain, if I find someone, if we get a group together when we find a stronger teammate, obviously he would be a captain. And I'll step back because I'm still new at this.
Okay, cool. And so maybe I'll get to that before I ask Sherry and Cheyenne about whether they'd participate or not. What was the team strategy? I think I jumped over that before so was it assign this person, or was like everybody could do everything? So Sherry, let's start with, people's strengths and stuff. Did you use that? Did she freeze?
And we did have a lot of breadth in the team. Cheyenne can do it all. Amber can do it all. Leslie can do it all. Marty can do it all, even though he's not always confident in himself. There was a lot of different ways we could go about it. And when we got into it, essentially what happened was we all kind of collaborated on what we wanted, what our overall end state was going to be. And then Leslie had cutouts. Cheyenne had braids and the specialty pieces. Amber had braids. Marty was helping with cutting and loops. And then I had the crown.
Okay. So it was kind of like that. So Marty was the utility person, and then you all each had an assignment. Did that seem to work well? Or do you think that's something like next time, if you're like, oh, we're going to do 12 braids. And so you put like 2 or 3 people to get all the braids done, and then there'll be more people doing the crown together. Or do you think it just worked with the individual people doing, skirt, crown, braids,
I guess it would really depend on the overall design, where we needed more emphasis. It would really kind of drive what changes I would make.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to ask that before I was getting into that other one. But so, Cheyenne, would you participate again?
I think I would. The reason I got in was, well, of course, when Sherry posted, it sounded really interesting to me.
Yeah.
And so I commented that I was interested. She messaged me, sent me all the information, and I thought that it sounded really fun. I really like a challenge, so that's why I participated. And also, I wanted to meet more people in the industry as well. I love to connect because I feel like in this industry it's so small and it's so niche, and it in the beginning it's really hard to find people that are going through what you're going through in
Right.
this specific thing. It's
Right.
like it's a very Texas thing. So it's like you're making these, and it's also region specific too, like certain areas like a certain kind of mum, and so it's just difficult to find people that understand what you're doing. So I really like to go to things like this as much as I can.
So you want like a late night buddy?
Oh yeah, definitely. And just to, sometimes it's overwhelming, or sometimes I run out of something and I don't know anybody else that could have it.
Right.
So I'd like to have connections like that, and sometimes I like to refer people to other people. So I just like the community. But also, yeah, I mean, I would do it again. It was hard, but it was a lot of fun. And I think that I would like to give our team another chance. I feel like we could have done a lot better. And now that we've gone through it once, I feel like we could make those changes and really do a good job next time.
So you see that with things that just happened. I mean, no need to just hash all that, but as a first, it was pretty good, right? So do you think it would just be better, like just as an overall project, and then you guys yourselves will be much better as well?
Yeah, I think there are things to iron out everywhere.
Right.
But I really love the concept as a whole. And so I would definitely give it another chance.
So you chose to participate to get to know people more in the community, but what about your business or your thoughts about that type
Yeah.
of thing?
Um, Honestly, my thoughts really weren't there. It really wasn't like to grow my business. I just really like the idea of the competition. I just love the idea. And so I really wanted to participate in that.
Cool. Sherry, would you do this again?
I wanted to
And why did you
participate.
choose to participate?
I would probably do it again.
Okay.
It was a lot of stress, like a lot of build up. The day of was a blast. We had a good time. So yeah, I would probably do it again.
Okay.
And I was hoping to just be a part of, kind of putting
Y'all
Mums back on
making
the
me
map.
nervous with this probably. I think all four of y'all said probably out of your mouth. As compared to other teams, they were like, oh yeah, this is not, but yeah, I would. And then y'all elaborated a lot with your probably, especially Cheyenne, but y'all making me nervous. Like, okay, go ahead, Sherry. Sorry.
I just wanted to be part of putting Mums back on the map. I do a lot of things to try to like expand the community beyond just high school and just the homecoming date. I've got my school platform and I've got the mystery boxes and there's a lot of things out there, working on that foundation. So I just wanted to be a part of someone else's effort and like putting Mums on the map.
That's kind of it, just because like what Amber said was just really interesting about these places that she sent mums to, right? Delaware is just still kind of blowing me right now because that one I haven't heard before, but I do think I've heard Connecticut before. And then I just went a lot of talk of Iowa or whatever. But that was kind of what my idea was, is that just like with Cake Wars or whatever, right? It's baking, so everybody bakes everywhere, right? And everybody does have homecoming everywhere. They just don't do it the way that we do it. But if it's out there, like globally, right? Yeah, Cheyenne just said it's a small community. It's small, right? But we would be the core Texas group that people would reach out to here in order to be like, hey, let me find somebody in Texas that's going to help me be able to do this or whatever. And there has been a lady in one of the mom groups just yesterday saying, hey, I'm really going to make this a thing in Iowa. Like, help me or whatever. I want to really make it. So that's really what the thinking was, because it can't just be a game show, because we don't have enough people that would go up against people. You know what I mean? Like in Cake Wars, every week and all these people, we would run out of people at some moment. But if it was more of a background of people going like, so, we're going to be with Cheyenne for the week and everything. I mean, there'll still be competition, but Cheyenne's going to say this, and this. A couple of her customers are going to say, I come to her. I've been coming to her for the last 3 years. She's getting ready to do my senior mom, blah, 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 blah. And then some type of Friday Night Lights, because people have to put some type of context to these moms, right? You show them, and then but they have to see a stadium full of these things with lights and noise and a football game going on and cheerleaders and all that stuff. So I think there is just all of that there, because all of that stuff, all of that other stuff happens at high schools all across the country during homecoming, minus the mums. But I think we can bring that there. You know what I mean? And it would just be this Texas group. Go ahead.
I think we could expand it beyond just homecoming too. I mean, I've sent, baby shower reveals and mums up to Pennsylvania. I've done a Mother's Day gift to South Carolina. So, I mean, it's trickling out there. Year before last, we even helped some ladies in California, like make a graduation mum. So I think there's other means of celebration where mums are appropriate besides just homecoming. And I think it could be bigger than just that.
I've done graduation ones in California, several of them. And it was funny because they don't let the kids walk the stage. This principal let this girl walk the stage, and this was in 2014 or 15, I can't remember. But I got all these calls from California because then people wanted to know about it or whatever. But I've done it for funerals also. Because, that's really kind of, they do those funeral sprays too, but like something that you lay over a a casket that would have lots of personalizations on it, I guess you could say. So yeah, you're right about that, I think.
I've got 2 orders for New Zealand right now too that I'm working on. So I think it can go big, bigger than Texas, bigger than the US. I think it could go big.
Okay. So if you said probably I would do this again, would you make any team changes
Probably.
or strategy changes?
If I'm being completely honest, and I've my team this, I think I would have nicked that bear. Like,
You would have
she's
what?
cute, but she's out of place. I would have killed the bear.
Oh my dog.
No, I agree with you on that. I wish it would have been a smaller bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think
will,
we could have
I
rocked the
will say
smaller
that
one,
too. I
maybe.
think I told Leslie I didn't like the bear. I don't know why. I did.
No,
well, I didn't
it
like
really
it
didn't fit.
because of
And I
what
wish
you
it would
said
have been
you were gonna do.
smaller.
Yeah, I think we could have made it work with a smaller bear, but even
Yeah.
still, I think if I was going to change anything, I would have taken the hit on points for not using the bear.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I gotta get my dog again. Sorry. Kelly, come here. Where you at? Get in here. Get in here. Now you're locked out. Get up there. Okay. Sorry. All right. So sorry about that. My dog keep being bad. So the next thing is we all know you got a banana bomb, as you called it. How many bananas have you received in the mail? Since everyone seemed to enjoy how you rubbed your hands together with this delicious banana. Like, so
Well, I've received probably 4 packages in total. This is Felicia. She's my new partner in crime.
you said Felicia?
Felicia. You know, like
Okay.
Felicia, but with a P because of peel.
Yeah. Where did the banana? She could have been Balicia, Banalicia, or something like that.
Nah.
Where'd Felicia come from?
Felicia, like by Felicia, and
Yeah.
banana peel. So Felicia.
Oh, okay. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. So this juicy banana, that was just the best part. Like, we had something, and Marty running around with it. So did
I
you
was gonna say, it
choose
was
that one?
actually Marty
Huh?
is the one that grabbed it, but
Right. I mean, here, you haven't gotten any bananas in the mail, Marty?
I have not.
Marty, I'm gonna send you a box of banana moon pies,
My kids would love it.
some banana saltwater taffy. I got a package of banana gummies and some banana flavored suckers.
Oh, I know where we're
Marty?
going after this
Well,
call.
I'll send you some banana now laters. They're like my favorite because they're always so soft.
Marty, do you even like bananas?
I do not. I do not. I hate anything banana flavor.
I don't like bananas as my favorite fruit, but if I do eat them, they cannot be like squishy and brown.
Same.
They have to be like almost green. That's how I like mine. Like they have to be
Me too.
like almost green. But Marty, why'd you grab the banana? Just because it was big, or that's just the first one you saw? What was with the banana?
When I was standing
For
there
somebody
getting ready
that doesn't like bananas, that's also weird.
when I was getting ready to shop, it was me and I forgot the older lady that was beside of me, and she was like, "Oh, let me go in front of you." No, lady, you're not going nowhere near the banana because I know where you're going to. And so I just rushed and grabbed the banana. It was at the end of the aisle because I passed up one of the other inflatables to get to the banana, and they ended up getting the staplers.
Ooh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But the banana was just, it was there.
Kayla said you used her name for Felicia.
It was Kayla's idea. Felicia.
All right. Well, cool. That was fun. It seemed like the banana thing. So let's get here. I think we kind of touched on it, but not really like for a long time because I didn't just get right there. What strength did you bring to this team, Amber? Just what did you know? This is what I do, and I know I'm going to bring this to this team, knowing these other people and seeing their stuff? Did you feel like I'm probably stronger than them at this? So this is me, my strength.
I don't necessarily knew that I was stronger than anyone
Mhm.
at it, but I felt like braids was definitely my strongest point. However, I wish I would have had more sleep the night before the competition because we were up all night, but I feel like mentally I probably could have been more there had I had sleep. But I definitely think that braids was my strongest point in this competition.
So do you think that's your overall strength when you're making your own personal mums?
I think so. I think that's the thing that I enjoy the most about it is braiding.
Mhm.
Except don't ask me to make a love braid because I ain't doing it.
So, but when it does come to your own personal braids, do you always think that like, oh, not so much about what the crown looks like? It's like, oh, this is gonna look great because I can do all these braids, I can decorate these braids, I can, you know, intertwine them, do all these different things with them or whatever. Is that just like this is always gonna be my strong spot? Or like when people come to you, they're like, oh, I saw this when you did, and I really liked these braids. Do people say that to you? Is that your
Yeah, I've had a lot of people comment on that, and I also like last year did a lot of different things with the triangle braid.
Mhm.
I love triangle braids, even though most people hate them because they're time consuming.
Mhm.
I have a whole wall of them up here.
That's your number. So is that your go-to?
I
That's your
put a
go-to
triangle
braid?
braid on every mum I make.
You said what?
I put a triangle braid on every mum I make.
Okay, so that is a go-to. All right, then Marty, what's your strength?
Like I said, I was new, so I have never worked with acetate. That was the first time ever doing that. Everything I've
So
ever
you
done
was
was
out here making mums with some satin ribbon?
hot. That's
Yes.
that's all I had. It was straight Hobby Lobby, and I was like, oh no, and it was so different working with it because the night before I actually got to feel what acetate felt like. I'd never felt it before, never seen it before in my life.
Oh, so this was just like a whole
Oh,
what is this?
everything was new to me. Like I can throw down on a cricket. I can do cutouts really good. Braiding, I was still getting used to even doing certain types of braids. Sherry had to show me, and
Because
now
you
like
was braided with satin
satin.
ribbon too.
Yes.
Welcome to Mum Wars, Marty.
Yes. So
Yay!
yeah, now I can do pretty much every braid. My favorite braid is the whip braid.
Mhm.
I make a
So wait a
36.
minute. Do not tell me you made a whip with some damn
No,
satin
no, I
ribbon.
can do it. I can do it with acetate though.
Oh, because I was gonna say I know that thing was stretched all out. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell is this? Like, yeah.
I would have even tried that. No, before like last year, like my mums were basic braids, and I always used the cake collars behind it to hold it up,
Mhm.
make it more sturdy.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know where to get acetate from.
So when you guys got done with your mom, did it just have a whole different look and feel to it for you? Because I know that satin ribbon would have not given it any like girth or like oomph or so you were just like, oh yeah, this is
It was
good.
well, I use the back part of it's amazing. Like when it's up against the legs and stuff, it's not scratchy, itchy. So
That's your thoughts. You're just like, oh, it's so soft. Is that
yes, yeah, it was soft.
Yeah, if somebody's naked, these kids got clothes on underneath there. What?
And I still try to do satin on the very back part of the ribbon, on the back part of the skirt. Because
Okay.
I personally think it feels better. My daughter likes it like when because if you think about it, most girls are going to wear dresses anyways to homecoming.
Okay.
And do you want something that's going to sit there and itch your leg, or you want something that feels nice?
Well, I mean, I guess I would think of that like maybe for the cheerleaders because if they're wearing it to school that day, their skirts are shorter.
Yep.
But most of the kids usually don't have on their homecoming dresses that Friday morning of. They have on, jeans, a t-shirt, whatever they're doing for homecoming, I guess.
Well,
But I get it.
what I've noticed down here with the schools here, from like I said, I ain't been doing it long, so I'm still learning. But a lot of kids don't wear it throughout the day. It's mainly at the evening time after the game. Even like the middle school here, the middle school you can't take a home, you can't take a mom to the school.
Okay.
So
Oh, you can't
no, they're banned from the school.
for middle schools.
Yes, for some,
Okay.
but you can wear it to the game that evening,
Yeah. I think that's how we are over here. The middle schoolers can't do
and
it. But,
that's crazy.
so they said I'm with Amber. Love braids drain the joy out of my life. That was from Sheila. And look at Marty, great at adapt and overcome. Good job. And Hyla says hello, Hyla.
Hey, Hyla.
Mom beauty is leg irritation. Hey, that's it, Marty. You gotta join the women. That's what we do. You have to go through that beauty and pain thing. And hey, you want this mom to just be as beautiful as could be, you're gonna have to go through this irritation of acetate ribbon. So
We're there this year.
You're there this year? Okay. All right. And Cheyenne, what are your strengths? Because that's what I'll say. I didn't know any of you guys before this. I knew of Morgan because there was this cute pink mom that's been on the internet for like forever with a bear and a little theme or some heart things. I think that was the first time I seen anybody made the heart cascading mums. I think that might have been the first one that I've seen something from your page. And this little bear sitting in what looked like a military braid like basket.
Yeah.
That was so cute. So I didn't know you. I never met you, but I knew of your stuff. I never knew Marty. I never knew Amber. And so this thing, and then I knew Sherry and Leslie, and I had met up with Sherry. So that was pretty cool. But so what are your strengths, Cheyenne? Because I want to say I think creativity is something of a strength for you. That's why I kind of intersected with that.
I think my ability to see things creatively is one of my biggest strengths, but I also think my experiences as well, just because I've made so many mums and I've been doing it for not as long as a bunch of other people, but enough time. I'm confident in my skills and I've been able to build them up, and I've been able to work quickly as well. I feel like I don't realize how quick I am at braiding and other things until people tell me. Like, I had my cousin come over and help me last season when I was drowning, and she was like, "I cannot believe how quick you are." And I was like, I had no idea I was moving like that. But I think, my experience is something that really helps me in a competition like this. But overall, I would say, yeah, creativity. I really like to think of ways that I can make things work, and just structure and composition and how it all works together, especially for like a theme or for a specific student and their personality.
So with your 6 years of experience, you said 6, right?
Yeah, professionally. I made my own mums when I was in high school. So I've been making them for a while, but I didn't start making them for other people until my little sister was in high school.
So in that 6 years, how many mums would you estimate that you've made?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, over 100 a season.
When you go back and just really think about that, like back to your books and count and think about it, because that just kind of blew me because I've been doing it since 2012, and I was just like, shit. And I'm going to a wedding in April for some kids that are getting married, and I did there since 7th grade through high school. They've gone to college, they've graduated college, now they're getting married, and they invited me to their wedding. So I'm like, shit, I'm the grandmom of all of this shit, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever. But there is a girl, she kind of had a baby like pretty early, but she has a little kid that's like 5'6" now, and does the Pee-wee thing. And she came and got a Pee-wee mom for me for this kid. So then I was really like, oh, I'm the grandmom for sure, right? Because when you see that, so if you go back and count, you'll probably be like, damn, this is a lot, because you don't even think about it from season to season. And now if you had to go back through like all of your pictures and all of your stuff, it's gonna be way more than you think. I mean, you said, oh well, 100 a season, or I mean, when you go back, it's gonna be more than you think. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Sherry, What strength? What is your strength?
I think I have a strength in like, using things in a different way, or seeing how to like get to an end state for something that's never been done. So like how to make that card set, that span of cards look really clean and be able to see that it
Yeah.
was cards.
Yeah, that did look clean.
Yes.
Very
She
clean.
made it come to life.
Yeah, that did. I will say that was. I will still say I think that's still one of the most unique crowns. Like, I mean, there's been some unique crowns do unique things, right? But it was like a heart and it did this or that. But just the shaping of that was a really unique shape. Some people are in here saying, "Hi, Hyla." That backer was fire. Sherry's
Thank
really
you,
good at
Sheila.
thinking outside the box. I guess you guys can see it, so I don't need to read it to you. I was just reading it. Other teams didn't do it.
Thank you, Christina.
Okay. Each of you give me a fun fact about you and your mom making. Marty?
My daughter, well, fun fact, my daughter came home from school one day last year and was like, "Dad, we need mums for school." And what did I do? I go out and buy the prettiest mum I can find and bring them back. And they're like, "No, this is not the mum we're talking about. I got the regular mums that the plant."
Huh?
And
Oh!
yeah, I didn't even know what a mum was. And so I brought these real pretty, and I was proud of myself. Like, they are big, and she was
Were
like,
they
"No,
white?
that's not what it is." What's that?
Were they white mums?
They were not. They were colorful, and but they were pretty. They were gorgeous. And then I started looking up, and like, well, what kind of mum you talking about? And then I realized what a mum was, and that's how I got started building for my two girls.
Okay.
Oh.
Amber, a fun fact.
I know I touched a little bit earlier about the sending things to Delaware. The same lady actually reached out to me and like probably a month ago, and they've actually got about 30 people now who want mums up there.
Oh,
so
for
I
this
thought it was
season?
really cool. Huh?
For this season?
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Okay.
Amber.
Yeah, that is very awesome.
So she's working on trying to get all of their colors and ideas, because she thought like it was just a school color thing, and I was like, y'all can have them any, like down here we do it, they can order any color they want. And so now she's got girls who are wanting different colors, and I had reached back out to her, and I told her to let me know, once they figured out what they wanted, and then I would send them off. But I also told her, like, if at all possible, I'd like to get a group picture of all of them with their mums on.
Yeah. So are these like high school girl? Like, is this lady that used you before? Is she a teacher? She's a mom of somebody? How'd they find you? Like, this is.
She actually reached out to me on Etsy. Etsy is how she ordered. But I've since now formed a relationship with her, and they're high schoolers, but like they're wanting like pee-wee size mums, because of course that's the first time anyone's ever had anything like that up there.
Right. All right. Okay. What do you know? What grade they are? Are they all like the same grade, or
they're all between 9 and 11. None of them are seniors this year.
Oh, ninth through 11th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Sherry, what's your fun fact, girl?
My fun fact would be that I used to do this with my granny when I was a little girl. When I was probably 5 or 6 years old, my granny was one of the only makers in Central Texas. Well, so we thought, right? Because back then y'all didn't talk, right, Letha?
Excuse me. Hold up. So you almost made me say, hold the fuck up. No, you did not go there. I am not the same age as your granny. So let's pump the brakes. I'm putting her on mute for that shit. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Sherry.
Time out. Letha, I wasn't saying you're as old as my granny, but like the shared community of mum making is a newer thing, right? Like it started, maybe 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all I was saying, Letha.
Oh, because I was like, you out of pocket. The time out.
Well, thank God she didn't overreact, Sherry.
No, I wouldn't say that, because actually in my subdivision there were about 3 moms. So I started making them in 2012. There were 3 moms in my subdivision that were making them. And me and one of the ladies, she still does them. One of them had a flower shop and this and that. So I wouldn't say that. Maybe there weren't any of this community stuff. I'll say like the mom groups, but I think people that did them knew other people that did them. Like, I mean, I'm sure you had to run into them at the store and stuff like that. Because I was meeting people at Melissa's place back then. Because that was one, L&M was like one of the only places that I used to go to.
I mean, I'm talking like 1990. I was helping my granny with like
girl in 1990.
Yeah, she would let me put the glitter on the glue for like the letters.
I was just fresh out of high school, so don't try that grandma shit with me. I see where you're going. You're trying to be slick, and I'm catching you.
You're doing it again with the timeout. You're doing it again. I wasn't saying you were there in the 90s. I was saying in the 90s, nobody shared information.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. See how quickly I come back down from it? Probably right, but
come on down. Come back.
Come back down.
So that would be my fun fact, is that I used to make them when I was little bitty. And I got back into it because my sister, she makes them in Clifton, Texas. I was helping her make them, and it turned into a thing, like suddenly turned into a thing for me. And now me, my sister, and my mom all make them. So it's a family thing for us.
Oh, is your mom in your area or your sister's area?
Neither. So mom is between me and my sister. So Kim is in Clifton, Texas. My mom, Shelly, she's in McGregor, and then me, I'm here in Temple.
Yeah, I met your mom. I did meet your mom. Well, that's cool. And I'm probably not even the same age as your mom. Just so I can get back to that, I want to clear that.
Yes, she is.
No, I'm not.
Yes, maybe. You are.
Wait, okay, what year is your mom born?
67.
Me and your mom are not the same age. No. Goodbye. Cheyenne, please. Give us your fun fact, please.
Okay.
Gray hair got you.
Let me recover.
Think of my gray hair as Andrea's gray hair. That pretty stuff she got. You out of pocket. Even the people in the comments. Oh, you know what? Mums by Design that is true. Going back to what you said, Sherry. She said it used to be super competitive. I've had a mum maker attack me on our page because both of us had the same name, and she came out with clothes. That is true. Actually, I will say that somebody stole a banner from me one time, and I thought I knew who it was. I did know who it was, and then I had put a thing out there like, hey, this banner better be back within the next 48 hours or I'm calling the cops, because there's a camera right up there from where you stole it from. So yeah, you got a few minutes. It was back. So it was her who I thought it was. But so it was a little bit like that. But I don't think the competitiveness of that is there. Right. We all like to make mums, right? Who can make all the mums in the state of Texas for all of these schools? I think we're talking about that, Sherry. Did I talk about that with you? I mean, we're just like sheer numbers. So
it was
these schools have 2,000 kids, and just say only 1,000 of them participated. That's half, like 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. And only half of them participated. Who amongst us could do 1,000 mums for that particular day? Nobody. So we couldn't even do one school. And somebody told me exactly how many schools. Was it Sherry? It was you, right?
It was me.
How many schools? What did you say? 4,000 something?
Yeah. And I'll be transparent. I don't remember if that's just high schools or high schools and junior highs, but I think it's just high schools. There's like 4,280 something.
Wow.
Right. So there's no way that, and I think people forget about that. Like you do want to do it, or if you think somebody's stealing business from you or somebody's doing this and that. I will say last year in our area, for my school district, 3 of our 4 high schools had their homecoming on the same day. And so there might be 6 ladies that are really close to me that I do know them. I'm calling them, hey, can you take one more? They're calling me. I'm like, quit calling me. I ain't taking no more. But between us, we couldn't do that because we were all so booked with where we might have had 20 or 25 for one school, 20 or 25 for the next, because that next Friday, the next whatever it was, we couldn't do it because we could only take so many for that Friday from all of those schools because they all had them on the same day. So we were all kind of in a bind. And then we all had some of our old customers that were like, hey, but you can't do, no, girl, because like you late and all these schools, you guys, all 3 of them are having on the same day. So So there's no way that this is really competition, because we just cannot do it as much as we would like to. And then a lot of times before, we're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. But when you're thinking about how tired you are on Friday, I can't wait for Friday pickups to happen and all that stuff. So then I feel like, okay, I'm gonna get some rest over the weekend, but you really don't get rest. You just don't feel that same type of pressure, I guess. For me, I don't, but, or, you squeeze an extra one here or there, and the people that come last minute. So I don't know where that comes from when, just reading her thing of the competitiveness. There's just no way. Who can do it? Nobody. I don't know anybody that can do it. So there's stuff to go around for all of us. And then Amber, she got people calling her from out of state. So she gonna have to be like, I can't get you because I got some Delaware people that are up and coming. I'll see y'all next year. But all of that stuff, so that does kind of,
Sorry.
What'd you say?
The other day I was looking at homecoming dates, and I noticed that the last couple of years, more and more schools are having homecoming on the same day. And I'm like, can y'all please stop this?
Right.
And we were really upset in our area, and I just think I don't know if you guys know Christy Castile. I just love her mums, but she's like up the block from me, hey girl, I need some red or da whatever. She makes wonderful mums. I think it just might have put her in a real situation too, because these girls that look for her classic look, the ones from those 3 schools, could not get to her because she could only take so many for the week from 3 different schools. That was just, I mean, we all were in that boat, but, oh, somebody said, can you do this and that? No, quit calling me. I'm in the same boat as you. So we can't do it. But off topic, but Cheyenne, fun fact, please.
Okay. I have to say my fun fact would be kind of circling back to the whole men and mums thing, is that my husband does absolutely all of my prep work, and he is my whole behind the scenes person. So if you like your cutout on your mom, he put that together. He puts together my skirts, he does my loops, he cuts all my backers, he staples for me, he delivers for me. So he does all of it, and he's just really supportive. So that's my fun fact. It's not just me. I do all the creative, I do all the designing, I do all of the front work.
Oh, cool. So see, Marty, that's what we were talking about.
You cannot have JR on your team. You cannot have JR on your team.
What? We trying to get, listen, Marty.
Are you trying to make me beef with my husband?
We're gonna walk away.
Cheyenne, we'll just replace Marty with your husband.
No,
period.
We got to get Marty a male team.
Well, Marty
can get his own experience. Cheyenne, there's not going to be any love at home if you guys have to have a little bit of a battle. It'll be like the battle of the sexes.
You have never seen this man in a competition. He is ruthless, number one, and he's mean.
She just don't want to see. She don't want to be beat by her husband.
I've heard the way he talks to people on the PS5.
That's fine. That's what we need. That's what we're here for.
It is not okay. No. But you know what? I will say, Marty, he is slow. He is slow.
He's slow?
Yes, but he does great work. He's just slow.
Then you don't want him?
She's afraid. She's lying. She's just afraid.
Oh, she's afraid? Okay.
That's all it is.
But that goes back to when I said there's more men out here, and he's probably slow but very precise.
Or maybe he's slow compared to me. We don't know.
No. Well, slow and precise, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, he's very precise. He's very if his cutout's a little bit off, he's like, can you redo it? I'm like, no. It's got to be out the door in an hour.
All right. Well, JR. Marty's looking for a team if you out there.
No.
I only got his name because somebody said it.
I hope he's not listening. He's upstairs. No. Because he'll do it. Yeah, he'll do it just to get up. He'll do it just to get under my skin. He will.
Robbie says hello to the banana. JR must be a perfectionist.
Hi, Robbie.
And all back to that. Letha, send them my way. Oh, I will absolutely send them your way, Margaret, because it was crazy, but I think you probably did some of the EMS ISD. You're close enough to us, but it was bad last season. It was really bad. And it was really bad because one of the schools, this would have been their first senior class last year because they had just opened our 4th high school, so they were really trying to participate along with those other schools too. And some of them had gotten to that school because they were part of the other schools prior to that one being built. But it's a nice one. So, but
I
anyway,
think
get over. What'd you say?
I think a really cool thing next time would be, so like you have your team that wins, okay, and then like a week or a month later, whatever, like bring that team back and split them into individuals and let them compete against each other.
That part. So do they have
Mini
to do it
wars, mini
individually
men.
as one, or they have to do it individually and pick a new crew?
No, like do it individually.
Oh, okay. So and see that's
I would
what
love an individual war.
that goes back to time though. Well, you said you were really fast, Cheyenne, but look how the struggle was with 3 hours, 5 people.
Oh yeah.
So now you've got pressure and you've only got you.
Yeah.
Now
I
you're your
would need
cutter,
like
you're your
8.
this and that, your loop mate, huh?
I would need like 8
8 what?
hours.
So what about would it be 8 hours if the size was reduced down to something more like I think I've seen those mums that are garter size, maybe a little bit longer than garter size, but like a really cute little heart. But it's what I'm talking about, like a garter size
I mean,
one.
if it was really, really detailed, maybe.
Yeah.
But if it was, just something I'm trying to throw together super last minute, no.
Okay. Okay, so what did you each learn about yourselves and each other as you were doing this? Like, oh, I learned this, and I learned this about Cheyenne, or I learned this about Amber, blah 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 blah. As far as mum making goes, like I learned, I can do this type of thing and under pressure or whatever, and I saw Sherry do X, Y, and Z, and I never done that before, something like that. So, Amber.
Why do I have to go first?
Oh, you're in my top corner. That's why.
Someone else go. Let me think.
Oh, all right, Sherry, you go first. You're the team captain. Let's tell us about that.
I think I learned less about the mum making part of everything for everybody and more about like where maybe my team members needed more confidence or where maybe they needed more grace for themselves. I think I learned a lot about discernment and how important sleep is, and that
you haven't learned that. You have not learned about sleep
that,
over the course of these years that you've been making mums, because that's crazy. Because I think we all go there first.
I meant
like,
more
I'm
for
not
my
doing this
teammates.
next year like this, huh?
No, I meant more for my teammates. Like, I wish Leslie was here so she could defend herself, but Leslie is not nice on 3 days of no sleep.
Okay.
And she will back me up on that. She has said that in the chats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I am much more like poignant with my words, like sharp with my words when I've been up for more than 2 days. You know what I mean? Like emotions are just higher when we haven't slept. And I don't think us not sleeping and then going into this high stress situation was the wisest strategy. So I think that's what I mean when I say like the importance of sleep.
Okay. Cheyenne?
Hold on. JR's in the comments. He's saying, I'm here for it. Team Marty? JR!
Wait a minute. I didn't see the comments.
JR! Get out of here.
JR. That's what I'm talking about, dog. He said he needed,
We're taking that money.
Guy.
JR, why would you say that? You're supposed to be Team Cheyenne.
I think he want to say he love you, but all that
devastated. And you know what? No, because he's not going to take all the skills that I took time to teach him and take it to another team.
Oh, but he is. Oh, but he is.
Oh, Marty.
Not everybody are night owls. That's true. But so Kayla, she's in the thing. I can't even talk to her. You can answer it though. Kayla, you're not a night owl during homecoming season. You gotta be, Kayla.
Kayla's one to talk.
Huh?
Kayla's one to talk. Kayla's the worst of all of us.
What? The worst what?
Kayla is the one that's up at night all the time. Kayla, get out of here.
And then you know what, Sherry, it's not good for old ladies to be up late like that.
Oh my gosh.
Since
who's an old lady?
Not me, but I'm saying you had said it. You had lied. It was me. I'm just saying I could use a little bit more.
Who's the old lady?
There goes Brenda.
Are you telling
they
me?
were in here
Are you calling
calling
my
me
mom old?
old and stuff, and then they laughed about it after
Who?
Sherry said she said it like it was like 1927. You know, back in them times when the internet wasn't here yet, y'all didn't even know how to communicate with each other back then. That's how she did me. So somebody said they get up at 5
No,
a.m. They're not
Letha,
a
you
night
did yourself like that.
Who?
Letha, you did yourself like that. You.
Cheyenne, you heard her, didn't you?
Before the Morse code
I
was
think
invented.
there might have been a
Marty
little
heard
bit of
it,
an
but she's talking about
overreaction.
before the Morse code, like when they were still delivering money on horseback and all that shit with the stagecoaches or something. You really went kind of deep, Sherry. I felt some type of way.
Are you calling my mom old? Letha, are you calling my mom old?
She older than me, but I ain't call her old. I just want to
not
make
that
that
much.
really clear. And I met your mom.
She ain't old.
Amber, how old are you?
26.
I knew she was the youngest one. Cheyenne, how old are you?
29.
See, you know what?
Look, I just want to tell
I
you
got
another
kids
fun
older than both of you. Marty, how old are you?
40.
Oh, Sherry, I already know how old you are. And see, guess what?
Well, tell us, Sherry.
You closer to me than Amber and Cheyenne. Those two could be my daughters. So for real. Like, hey girls. Because that made somebody graduate. Oh, y'all
Look,
graduated
Letha,
high
I got
school in
written
the
up at work because
2000s. Oh my God.
That's funny.
you didn't even hear.
We're getting on to a whole Margaret in here cracking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is funny. Oh, see, she said she heard it all, and she said you didn't say that. It was pretty close. I mean,
No.
it wasn't close.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda.
I think you needed to give her a second to elaborate.
Oh, it was them old ears. You know, them old ears be hearing shit or not hearing stuff at all. Like, let's crawl. Go. No. So who was next on? What did you? Oh, it was you, Cheyenne. What did you learn about yourself and each other? You interrupted us because JR ready to jump ship.
JR interrupted us. I knew he was gonna do that too. I just knew it because he likes to mess with me. He thinks it's funny and it's not.
But see, you didn't teach. He's not as fast as you. You've taught him.
No, he's not.
No,
so
he's
not.
Wouldn't be able to,
Yeah, once I brought him in, he tried to change my name from Morgan Made Mums to Morgan and Torres Made Mums. I was like, absolutely not.
I support it.
Marty, you're just saying that because you want him on your team.
That's funny.
It doesn't ring, and he knows it. He knows it doesn't sound good.
It kind of sounds like Marty might have picked him up. Now, if we get this thing into a next thing, Marty, I'll hit you first before I hit Sherry. So you can get to Torres first.
Yeah, and not the whole drama between us at different tables making mums. Obviously, I'm gonna win.
He might come over and give you a kiss, and then he'll be like, "Hey, babe," and then be like, "All right, we got to get back on these mums."
We'll just go steal their ribbon, Cheyenne. It's okay.
Then throw her in jail right behind it.
Wait a minute. He would do that. He would do that.
What did you, Kelly? You got to get down. Yeah, they're
watching. Oh my gosh, he's down here. He's sticking his tongue out at me. He's just rude.
Come on.
Okay. Learning wise, okay. I will say, you don't really think about how things are done or how you do things, and compared to other people. So I will say there's a couple of tips and tricks that I picked up. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there are a couple of things that I picked up that other people use or do to kind of make it a little bit easier, or things that made more sense. So I will say I did pick up a couple tips and tricks. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I just had a lot of fun.
And did you learn anything interesting about your teammates?
Well, we have been chatting like every single day since we formed our team. So not really, just what they look like in person.
So with that, I guess I'll say when I asked, did you guys learn anything about each other? It's more like that's like you were trying to allude into how you work. You work a certain way by yourself, but it was like,
Yes.
I can work better. I work better with a team than I thought I would. Because like me,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to work well with a team
Yeah.
just because I like something this way,
Right.
and then somebody else likes it this way or that way. Then it does have to be like, hey, we have to agree upon it. But if you really are dead set about, no, they really come out better if you use a pipe cleaner, or somebody says, oh no, you got to use a zip tie or a tack it, or all these other things that I've since heard before. But how does it come down to that? Or it just comes down to, no, we had a little creative conflict, but we all just trust the person that said, hey, let's do it like this.
Well, I think when it came down to us discussing our strengths and what we really felt like we were really good at, we kind of just took ownership of what we were going to do. Each one of us, like I said, I'm really good at this braid and this braid. And they were like, okay, well, you do that. Do that the way that you do it, and then we'll put it on there. So we kind of said, we're really good at this, and this is what we're going to focus on. And I think all the little details and the grand scheme of things, they don't really matter as much, like you said, using a pipe cleaner, this or that. That's not how I do it. I don't use pipe cleaners at all. So, but if somebody else does, I don't really care as long as it gets on the mum.
Right. Okay.
So if that was your job, you just do it the best way that you can, and I'm going to trust you to do that.
Well, that brings something into play too. So you guys had like primary colors plus the black and white. When you were going to make your braids, was this a conversation, or was just make whatever color you want, put red and blue together?
It was a conversation. We were talking about, okay, well, what color should we make this braid, or what is going to look good here? And we just kind of decided to do a mix of things. And when we put it together, just hoping that it would be more cohesive.
Because sometimes that is a thing, when you got to, because I guess on a normal mum, we'll just say normal being white and silver, right? You don't have a whole lot of choices, but now you've got all these choices. When you've got 6-7 colors, now you're thinking, oh, do I put the red with the green? Do I put the green with the blue? Do I do all of them? So that was,
and I think they work fine on a background of black. So I think the black was the main thing. Like black and white is the background, and really just using the colors as more of pops of color was kind of what we were going for in the end, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Amber, we're back to you since you wanted me to swing back through.
I think they covered a lot of it. I think I learned a lot about each of our creative processes for things. I learned a lot of different things that I could use throughout the season for myself in different aspects. We did some creativity exercises. Jeez, I can't talk today. Exercises during like our pre-planning process.
Yeah.
That now I'm going to put into practice with my mums throughout the year.
Okay. That's good.
And back to the whole no sleep thing. It's a real thing. Because it's one thing when you're on no sleep and you're just working by yourself trying to get things accomplished and you don't have to talk to anyone. And you can hang the mum on the front door when someone's coming to pick it up. It's a whole nother thing when you have to try to work with the team on no sleep.
Yeah. Marty?
Well, biggest thing I learned, I can still hear Sherry, Cheyenne, and definitely Amber in my head. Double, triple everything. Because I'm a single layer person. Like I've always done single layers. And now it's like you don't do a braid. You don't do anything unless it's double or triple. Working with a team was really different. It was more challenging, and I guess I didn't voice myself a lot. So I didn't
we're glad you did it. You seen that your team might have ended up with all satin ribbon or something like that. I'm just saying.
We talked him out of that before we got there.
Yeah, that was. Hey, even with satin, I could have beat half of those girls in there.
Marty, you're talking a lot of shit for somebody that didn't see acetate ribbon until February the 1st. That's like big shit talking right there.
But even then, I was still throwing some mums out, even with satin.
And now he has a whole wall of acetate behind him.
I do.
She's
and he's got a bombastic mom at his house that he's been working on.
Oh, I know. I saw that. Yeah, thanks to acetate. Go ahead, tell them, girls. You're welcome. Say it in unison. You're welcome.
And that's what I learned. I didn't know how incredibly like talented all these women were in that room,
Okay.
and other guy. And there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent, and just watching each and every one of my teammates, listening to them, taking their advice, even watching the other players like my Mafia. I was always against them at first, but they're talented, and I learned a lot from them. Just sitting back, listening to them and watching as well. But yeah, it was nice to be surrounded with a lot of talent and all these women. The creativity was just immaculate. I didn't think they can build something like beautiful designs in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it gave me a push. Now we'll see.
Lit a fire under you for
It did.
2026.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I learned
Alright.
that me and Marty cannot sit by each other because we will make
No.
jokes the whole time
Yeah.
that we're trying to accomplish something.
Oh, so you two were the class clown.
We were.
Sherry had to be like, you two separate. Okay, let's move you around here. And so cool. Okay, so with all of this being said, we kind of touched on it just a little bit, but what do you hope comes out of this whole Amber? Oh, there she is. What do you hope comes out of this whole thing for you personally, your business, and just from what I'm trying to do with it? Is this something that you'd be like, oh, I do want it to move further to participate? That's what it's like, kind of like a convoluted, complex question, but what are your hopes for it? Amber. She's like, quit picking me first. You're just like right there next to me. I don't know how everybody else's screen looks.
I missed the question because I was reading his message. I'm sorry.
What do you hope comes out of this, like for you personally, like your business, and then just the whole thing? That's it. Because my job now is like I'm trying to get somebody picked up because we do have something that we're going to show them, right? And they'll probably make some changes and all these things or whatever, but they have an idea of it. What would you hope for it to?
I think I touched on it a little bit later, earlier. I did it for my business, but I also, and with Cheyenne, I did it for the network purposes also. Like, I've gotten way closer to so many more people now that I've done this experience with them that now have turned into lifelong friends that I can't.
I'm talking about like as far as the show goes, not for that. Would you want to just turn the show and then somebody calls you and they're like, hey, Amber, it was a show. We saw you on your thing. We're like this and that. We scripted your page. We thought you were a good mom maker. You want somebody to follow you around. Would that be a nervous thing for you? Would that be like oh, cool, I want to do this? Or
I think it'd be a little bit of both. I think I'd be nervous, but I also think that would be really cool. I could definitely see it going far, and that's why I was saying earlier, like, I wholeheartedly want this to be another round of things, and then take that team and break them into individuals and see where they can go from there also.
Okay. But it was something you would be like interested in, right? Like, right, probably, earlier there were a lot of probablys from this group, but if it were, and maybe more of the probablys because, hey, this was a first round, but with the second round, like I said, it would be a better round, right? Because there's all this hindsight behind all of us, right? But you could see somebody that does this on a normal basis, a company, a production, like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and you got everything's A1, and now you're going to do it. Is this something you would be interested in, Cheyenne?
Yeah.
You gonna bring JR? You gonna bring JR for the ride too?
He was there. He doesn't let me drive alone, so he came.
I'm talking about like for you guys, let's liken it to like dance moms. So now they got to come into the is your last name Torres?
It's Morgan.
Okay, Morgan. They come to the Morgan residence and they're like, hey, we got to follow you guys around. And now your husband wants to jump in this too because he's like, yeah, it ain't just her, it's me too. Cause
he does that all the time.
Like, come go with us. So I mean, but is that something that would be interesting and cool and fun for you guys?
Yeah, it definitely would.
Okay.
I would have fun.
Oh shoot, Marty, the Mom Mafia said they see you. He was up here talking about them. They're like, we see you, Marty. He don't want you guys on his team though, because he's looking for males only, a male-dominated group. And you, Sherry? What would you
I mean, I think it would be really cool if it did get picked up and became a thing like Cake Wars. I think that would be awesome. But even if it doesn't, I think ultimately I just want it to grow past Texas. And I think
Mhm.
that's a win, even if that's all that comes of it.
no, don't say that. Because that's not gonna be it. I mean, I'm just different like that.
Mhm.
Well, and
We
I
good.
agree with you.
We
I
got
don't
you.
think that's all it's
I'm
gonna
asking
be.
you a question because I know what I'm gonna do with you, girl. Don't trip,
What? Not Sherry.
Sherry. Okay, Marty, what's up?
I would. This is definitely. It's going to definitely get picked up, and it'd be a thing. It's super. Well, I don't know, but yeah, I think I want to be. I would like to be more involved with it. No, but even if it wasn't participating, just the back behind the scenes or anything. I truly believe in mum wars, and hopefully one day I get my kids to participate. That's a big one.
Yeah, you know what? Kids usually don't like it like their parents do. Because it's funny when all these kids are like, "Oh, make me this mom, make me this
Mhm.
mom. I want this to be so big," and they're giving you all these details, and then you live in a house with a high school kid, and you're like, "All right, I'm getting ready to make your mom. What is it that you want?" I don't even want one. What? Girl, one is being made because you are going to the school with my name on the back of it. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, hello.
Yeah.
I'm like, not super interested in it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the access, I guess. If they have access, they're like, I don't want
Mhm.
it. So,
Yeah, my
Not
daughter's
mine.
yeah, my daughter's super into it. She sets up her with me, and she gives me ideas, and I think she'll be on a team one day.
okay.
Period.
I know that's
She can be
right.
your replacement. We'll pick her.
Okay.
I'm
So,
still beat her though. That's fine.
Cheyenne, you said you have a daughter?
No, I have a son, but he every year he's like, "Where's my mom?" He's only 9. And every year he's like, "Mom, you're tired. I can help you." I'm like,
Okay.
"No, you can't." But he's so sweet. He really likes it. And it's funny because I feel like your kids, they don't think that you're cool or that you can do stuff because I remember that mom you were specifically talking about, the Texas one with the cascading hearts and all that. I
Uh-huh.
remember when I finished it, I was taking pictures and he looks at it, he says, "You made that?" And I was like, "Yes." He goes, "You made that?" I was like, "Yes." And he goes, "I can't believe you made that." I was like, "Well, thank you for the confidence. Yes, I made it." So yeah,
That's
he's
like
fine.
that little thing on TikTok. You made that? How would
Yes,
you
he
make
was
me
so
one?
surprised. He was like genuinely shocked. I was like,
Because you
"Thanks."
didn't make his that cool or something? I mean, what?
His was pretty cool, but it's small. He's 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
But his was cool, and it's just gonna get cooler.
Oh, yeah, Sherry, what about your boy?
Um, Cash gets really excited about the creativity part, like coming up with the ideas, kind of like his mom does, but he wants nothing to do with the ribbon. Like he wants me to sell all of my ribbon. He wants all of this stuff out of the house.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what my kids say too all the time. And they're like, I thought this was your last year. I thought this
Yeah.
was your last year. I'm like, it is. It is. And then, oh, shit, I got a lot of rest over the summer. And then, okay,
Yeah.
well,
But
I
I'll
didn't
say
do
when he realized that I was going to be on YouTube, he was all about it. He was like, "Oh, can I help
Oh,
you? Can I do this? I want to help mom." Boy,
Oh, that's
that
cool.
is so funny.
I love
Amber,
you.
do you have a child?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, good. You're too young anyway. You like my baby daughter. Yeah. Well, actually, she's a little younger than you, but you're right there with the rest of them. They're cute, but they're expensive.
Look, I got written up because of you at work before my
Who?
word.
Me?
Yeah.
You.
What did I say?
One night when we were on one of the lives, I was watching on my phone and the F word went across the radio.
Oh, tell him it was me. Give him my player card number and be like, it was her ass right here. Go pick her up in the 360 room and take this out of my file. Amber, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You know what? I know you were gonna say that. It was funny because Kim was on a live one day too, and she works at Walmart. She was in the underwear section doing all this stuff with underwear. I'm sorry. Ooh.
It's all good. I
Come
just
out.
wear headphones at work now. It's fine.
Come out and see me on a Wednesday at 2 a.m. I'll
To
send
get
you.
written up again.
I'll send you a message when I'm on my way.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for coming in, sharing your experiences and thoughts and all your good stuff. And we're gonna get this train moving in the right direction, and things will be different than they were. A good experience for all of us, though, and I think that too, because what I did gather from you guys was. You all said, "Oh, we could have done this too." So I always take that too. I could have done this too. But we can always look back the day before. I mean, the day after something, and we're like, "Oh, I could do that." And even on our mums, we do say, "I know I've said it a lot of times." Like, "Oh my God, I could have did this or did that or whatever." And then on that next one, you do it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's it, right? I got it." So. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. Marty, I'm gonna give you the heads up on this dude, right? Named JR.
Yes,
I don't know how to get a hold of him or whatever, but
Nope. He better not friend you on Facebook either. I'll go into his phone and decline it.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna block it. I'm gonna
You
block
are
it
afraid.
immediately.
This
This
is
is
you're
your
afraid.
this is your
I'm gonna block it
teammate.
immediately.
This is your teammate.
He just said he doesn't want to be my teammate anymore. He wants my husband.
Oh, all right, Marty. She
He
got a
did say
point.
that.
You
He
did
did
say
say
you
that.
would drop. He just wants to get out of the estrogen ocean. He's just more into this testosterone thing. Let's see what we got.
Little do you know, JR is more drama than me. I am like no drama.
Marty
JR
said he's a
just
little
does
bit
it
of
for the
drama
fun of it.
too, so I don't know about this, but that would be an interesting thing for a
See,
show.
my mom even said it. My mom said it in the comments. All the drama with JR because she knows him.
That's fine.
Oh, Patricia's like, I know what's up here. She's giving you a warning, Marty. Sometimes people give you a warning before the storm and you don't listen.
It's
Take
only
heed to
because they're
some
scared.
things.
They're just scared.
Discernment, Marty. We
fine.
talked about this. Discernment.
Oh,
We talked about it.
oh, they're scared of you? Let me
are.
tell you something, Marty. I don't want to be rude, player, but I'm gonna tell you. These women are not afraid of the man that just stopped using satin ribbon on his nose. Right? They're not afraid of this. They're not afraid.
But I will say, Marty is learning so quickly. He's so fast, and he's becoming no, not like I meant with learning. Like he's picking up everything like that. So I will
did see a
say,
mom that he just did. He just made it this month or whatever. It was nice. Like he gonna ask me, and then he's like, "Just be honest." I'm like, "Okay, but what is that thing?" He had this bow on there, and I circled it and I sent it back. I'm like, "This is good, but what is this?" I started, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I'm like, "All right, cool. Everything else perfecto. That was a good job." All right, you guys. Well, thanks for coming in, and I'll talk with you guys all soon. And you guys, this is the Glitterati. Bye, guys.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, everybody in the comments. Thanks for coming in too. In the stream.